Okay, thanks, Stanimira, for being here today. Thank you for accepting the invitation on Employer Branding Uruguay. I would like to start presenting yourself.
Okay, good. So I'm super happy that actually I managed to join you here for this conversation. My name is Stanimira Kovacheva. I live in Sofia, Bulgaria. In the last, let's say, more than 7, 8 years, I'm focused more around employer branding and building employer brands for different companies. Currently, my position is Director of Global Employer Branding for a tech company, and I'm responsible for operations in different locations, and that includes Asia, Europe, Africa, some of the Latin countries in US. So it's super interesting to see all of these different countries and how things are changing from their perspective of employer branding. I started my career as a marketeer. It was just by chance. So I used to say that I'm a hybrid professional. I spent more than 15 years building brands in general, helping companies sell products, build their branding and product portfolios and stuff. So it was like not a really difficult transition from marketing to employer branding, still branding. So the general concept was there. By just luck, I joined a really big and amazing team of a BPO company. There I was talent acquisition manager for a while so that I can see the different aspects of the employer branding and how it's used to acquire new talent for the company. And that's how I started asking a lot of questions. Is superior to what you have like experience? Because most of the companies, they put a lot of budget, efforts, and time building their customer experience because they know that that's bringing the revenue, right? And then what makes the difference and why companies are not investing so much and hard into the employee experience, right? Because at the end of the day, if we think about this big wheel, about the employer brand, the people that the company hires will deliver on the promise that the company has to their clients. And things are connected. So I really enjoy being this person that try to connect the dots within the company so that we can see that actually there's no two brands, but just one delivering different direction. One to the customers and the other direction is to employees, but still the same brand. So a little bit like longer introduction.
Yeah, that's great. It's true what you say that, well, employer branding, there's a lot of discussion on whether it has to be inside the human resources department or in the marketing department, but it's actually something different, something that includes both of them for sure, because as you said, it's only one brand and it has a lot of strategies for marketing, but we have to know how the human resources department manages stuff. We have to know about the talent and the candidate's perspectives about things. So it really involves both of them. So I think I agree with you that employer brand, being an employer brand manager or in that area is great because you have like the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's why it's hybrid function. You need to know from all the different aspects of the work so that you can combine them and achieve the goal.
Yeah, thank you very much for introducing yourself, Stanimira. And now I will ask you, can tell us a bit about the evolution of employer branding at your country in Bulgaria? What's your perspective about it, how it grew?
Yeah, that's quite interesting question, by the way, because like 10 years ago, no one was actually talking about employer branding. Still, a lot of companies were doing the job. They just didn't call it employer branding. They were promoting themselves as a good employers because, that's problem with hiring the best talent is not from yesterday. It takes like years. So most of them, they just didn't talk about employer branding. Then, because the market was growing, there were a lot of new companies coming. The competition was growing, and most of the companies, especially in the tech industry, start seeing the added value from having like a specific position or department working in this direction, helping them position across the different target groups in a way that they can help them hire the best talent, or even hire quickly or retain all of these people because they see the value of all the programs that are part of the companies. sometimes that's actually an interesting point. Sometimes people in-house, part of the company, they just don't know that a lot of opportunities are created for them. That's why, our job is to create all of this nice way to present all of the work internally and externally. So with the time, as I said, competition was growing, a lot of new companies coming, and then by adding all of these specific efforts, companies start realizing that that's helping them grow. And now I can say that still we have a huge competition here, a lot of companies hiring. Even with the current market situation, we know there's like a lot of layoffs around the globe. Currently, the situations, they remain the same. There's no layoffs. We still hire, and it's growing market. So from employer branding perspective, a lot of campaigns and new initiatives that are happening. What I see for us as professionals is actually the need to have all these communities, an opportunity to share ideas and stuff, case studies, have discussions with like-minded people, because as you said, sometimes this position sits in HR, sometimes in marketing, sometimes we call it something different, even not including the employer brand part in it, but still we need to share knowledge and specific experience so that we can grow as people. Here, for example, we don't have like higher education or specific program. So all of the people, they need to work on the job, and they need to learn every day how to do all this stuff and get all of this hybrid experience so that they can do the job in a proper way. That's why in order for us to create the next generation of employer branding experts, we need to be more open and just share our experience so that they can learn and just, start doing their part of the job.
Totally. It's something like pretty new as for its name, because it's something that the market, we did it from the marketing or HR areas, but there's a new focus and it's great, as you said, because companies really see how fast they can grow, or faster they can grow with people just focused on employer branding activities. So thank you, Stanimira. And you told already a bit about your vision of employer branding in the world for companies, but what countries or how do you see in very big aspects employer branding like around the world?
So what I see is that it's a common theme now. It's important no matter where you live and when you operate as a company, because most of the time an employer branding was created because of the lack of enough people that were available on the market. So that's why companies start realizing that they need to put more efforts to attract and retain all of these people, because it's more expensive for them to lose them and then hire people from outside the organization. And that's like a continuous process. What we currently see with all of these layoffs, changing situation on the market and stuff like that, in my opinion, that from one side won't continue longer, but it's a good opportunity from employer branding perspective, because it's not, building a brand, it's not an overnight process. It takes time. And now for us, it's a good opportunity to invest in the like the long-term strategies. Most of the time, we're busy with creating specific recruitment campaigns, working on tactical levels, because just, the high demand creates all of this, urgent task for us. But now we have the time to look back and start just thinking about the long-term initiatives that can help. Also, I believe that AI, that's like a hot topic at the moment, but that will help us a lot. Creating faster content that can help us, using social media in a new and better way. Now, also with technology, it's easier than ever to speak with the employees and share their opinion, their experience, not just as testimonials. Like 15 years ago, it was more like, hire a crew, go to the office, book specific days so that you can film the video, then do the editing and stuff like that. Now it takes like no more than 10 minutes, just do it quickly, virtual, share real, authentic experience, and then you can use it for all of your channels. So I think that that's super good for us. From one side, we have more opportunities, more tools to do all of the job quickly, but also we have seen this like rising expectations from companies, and employer branding like gets more attention from C-level. Totally. Because they start seeing the value.
Yeah, that's right. That's something for sure. It's growing very quickly along every company. And thank you very much, Mira, for all your answers. Difficult questions anyway, right? To respond the trends of employer branding around the world, but I totally agree with your points. And now you are talking to the Uruguayan audience today. So we have a lot of HR managers, marketeers, and some people that are aspiring to work as new professionals in employer branding. So this is for the community of the new employer branding community in Uruguay. So what would you say to this new community of employer branding in this little country?
I'm very happy to hear that something like this was started. So congrats on the initiative
Right.
because I believe it's needed everywhere. What I would say is that it will be great, if we all, no matter in which country, we can communicate, share ideas, and spend time together. But also, it's employer branding. It's not about HR or marketing or specific function. It's more about the well-being of the employees and attracting new clients and new candidates as well. Because at the end of the day, it's about the company. So it's a business function, and there is no need to, just to put some specifics around the specific function and, create additional tension, because at the end of the day, we all just want to connect the dots and support the business.
Totally, totally. And it's something very international, as you said. Imagine we're talking now from Bulgaria to Uruguay, and we are all connected from very different countries in different stages of employer branding. It was super, super nice to have you. Thank you very much for your valuable time, Mira. And we'll still be connected. And thank you very much for all the information. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Great. Thank you.